Hello and welcome to Memorial Park in Needham, Massachusetts on Friday, November 5th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2021. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight, the Panthers face the Needham Rockets of the Bay State League. And we've got the national anthem. Tonight, the Panthers face the Needham Rockets of the Bay State League. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, these two teams don't know each other very well. What do you expect to see from the Panthers against the Rockets tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, Tom, the last couple of games, Holliston has really done a good job exploding offensively, but even more importantly, they have been just playing some incredible defense, giving you very little yardage and very few points. And I think, if you kind of look at comparative scores, which are really tough to do, and I really don't like to do it, but these teams played, both teams played Braintree and Milton, and comparatively they were about the same. So I think coming into tonight, from what I could tell down there early in the field, that Holliston looks very excited about being here to play and to build on the winning streak that they have right now. So I think you're going to see Holliston come out and play a pretty good ball game tonight.
Captains are out for the coin toss. Number 70, Robert Payne. Number 74, Patrick Griffin. Number 10, Chris Del Ponte. And number 72, Brendan Ibbotson. Panthers come into this game with a record of 3-5. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 19th season with the Panthers. His record's 154 wins against 52 losses. The Needham Rockets are 1-7 on the season, a Division I school. Their head coach is Don Kopsko. In his fourth season with the Rockets, his record is 12-23 with the Rockets. And we're ready for the opening kickoff right away. Holliston will be kicking off to the Rockets as Holliston defers to the second half. Beautiful night, beautiful sunset.
Well, we're way up here on a mountain. And we are literally, I don't know, 50 or 60 yards away from the field here. So sometimes we might miss a number call every so often. But if you can tell, you can see right now the beautiful sunset. If you're watching live, and if you are watching live, welcome. We appreciate the business.
Panthers last week coming off a big 42-7 win over Hopkinton. TJ Kiley was 9 for 11, 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns went to Brady Sweeney, and Brady Sweeney also scooped up a fumble return and rumbled 80 yards for a scoop and score.
We've seen a lot these last couple of weeks, especially. Actually, probably the last 3 or 4 weeks of TJ Kiley. I think he's grown a lot as a quarterback and leader of the team, and he's really showing a lot now, and hopefully that will continue tonight too.
Number 23, Nick Cotting, ready to kick off for Holliston. Drives it all the way back to the 10-yard line. And right there, he's hit just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rockets will start 1st and 10.
Nice coverage there by the coverage team. David Villa on the tackle. Boy, Nick Cotting is really just had a super year punting and place kicking. We talk about it all the time, but we really should because he's really done a nice job.
First down for the Rockets right at the 30-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Stopped by Pierce Alachi. He's one of the top tacklers on the Panthers this year.
Nice job by the interior defensive line there. Yeah, Pierce Alachi has he's really done extraordinarily well, both offensively and defensively. We talk about him a lot on the defensive side of the ball. He makes a lot of tackles, and he gets in and puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback also.
Second down and 8 for the Rockets. And off to number 15 on the jet play, tries the outside. The Panthers, great pursuit. Number 27, Derek DeCastro. Yeah, Derek D'Angelo with the tackle on the play.
Brings up a 3rd and long, and Holliston did a nice job that time. You were right, Tom. When in pursuit, they pursued the proper angle, and they were also able to contain and not let the back get to the outside.
So it'll be 3rd down and long. It'll be about 7 yards for the Rocket.
Let's see if Holliston continues with the defensive pressure here on 3rd and long.
Back to pass. Incomplete, so that'll bring up 4th down. Quick 3 and out by the Panther defense.
Well, that defense, as I said before the game started here, has been playing absolutely extraordinarily well. I mean, I've seen the total yardage that they've given up over the last couple of weeks, and it's been very, very minute.
Back to receive the punt for the Panthers. Looks like they've got Kawal Lima and Andrew Dennison. Ball bounces at the 35 and comes to a rest around the 32-yard line. We'll see the Panther offense for the first time tonight.
Well, that offense is led by that very strong offensive line, Tom, and they've done a nice job again helping running the ball and also protecting the quarterback, T.J. Kiley.
Tonight it's Robert Payne, Pierce Alachi, Patrick Griffin, Vladimir Valesky, and Grant Harper up front for the Panthers, along with Owen McCarron, the tight end. T.J. Kiley's your quarterback with Devin Harding, number 3, as the tailback. First and 10 for the Panthers. Quick handoff to number 4, Cooper Olsen on the end around. Got a first down for the Panthers. And we'll take a quick break. Okay, Cooper Olsen looked to be okay on the play. Panthers first and 10 now at their own 43-yard line. 9:49 in the first quarter, clock running. Joey Gentile in motion. Back to pass is T.J. Kiley, swings a little screen pass out to Devin Harding. And he's got a nice gain of 9 yards.
Beautiful screen pass set up by that offensive line, and they let the players in, just give them a little chip, let them all come in, and they bid for it. They came in and Kylie was able to get the pass off, and Holliston comes within a couple yards of a first down.
2nd down and 2 for the Panthers.
Second down and 2. This is one of those downs where any play in the playbook is available.
Oh, Brady Sweeney, number 11, and Kawhi Lima are to the left. And they drive right up the middle with Harding, and he's got enough for the first down. Coming into this game, Harding leading the Panthers in rushing with 491 yards and 5 touchdowns.
And he's really consistent, too. It's not like he gives you 200 yards one night and 30 yards the other. He's very consistent. He does a really nice job with his he's almost always right about around that average. And he's a player, we talk about him a lot, how he follows his blockers, and he's able to get a lot of first downs for Holliston.
First down for Holliston at the Rocket 45. Kylie back to pass under a rush. Steps away nicely. And there comes a flag in there. That was a skyrocket flag that ref threw.
Well, we're playing the Rockets, so. It's a beautiful complex down here. It's just we're way up on the hill.
No press box.
No press box, no seats. A lot of people standing on the hill in front of us. They're all trying to listen in.
See what the call is. They're going to mark it off against the Panthers.
Yeah. Holding against Holliston.
But from the spot of the foul.
Well, TJ did a nice job escaping out of the pocket that time and got a few yards, but of course the holding call brings it back.
So it'll be 1st and 17 for the Panthers. So the ball's back on their own 48-yard line. Handoff to Harding. Doesn't go anywhere.
Handoff to Devin Harding. Second down and 17.
Clock running, 7:42 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Holliston, their first trip with the ball.
Kylie back to pass. Heavy rush. Springs out the backside.
Oh, nice little move
and
there.
He's close to the original line of scrimmage. Oh, look at a scramble for the ball.
Yeah, I think the ball might have come out. We can't tell from here if he was
I couldn't tell if
down.
he was after the whistle, right? And they do give it to the Rockets. For the first turnover of the ball game, Rockets will have the ball at their own 47.
So Needham comes up with really good field position here. The three things we talked about a lot this year, Tom, with you really got to do if you want to continue to play well is obviously no penalties, no turnovers, and of course really good tackling is the third thing. And right there, Holliston in that last set of downs had both the penalty and the turnover.
Quarterback for the Rockets is number 5, Jay Costanson, the senior, 6'4", thrown for 723 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season, but he hands off on first down. Trouble bringing the big back down.
This should bring a third.
Joe Bond, number 15.
Third and about, 5, long 5, short 5, whatever.
4, the announcer called it.
Ooh.
Handoff to number 4. And the Panthers stand up and hold the line right there. No gain. Pacheco with the tackle.
You know, he's come back. He's done a nice job these last few games, too, playing in the middle of that defense for Coach Kiley and Coach Athey. And once again, now they're in a position where they'll see if Holliston will blitz. They've been very aggressive recently. They've done a lot of blitzing.
3rd down for the Rockets. Costanton back to pass, rolls right, fires, caught by number 84. He's got a 1st down into Panther territory at the 31.
Well, they broke in there. Holliston got through, but quarterback was able to roll his right and find his receiver for a 1st down. And they get right back to the line of scrimmage.
So Needham with their first down of the game. Costanton pitches it out, and the ball's on the ground, and Holliston's got it. Big recovery there by number 54, Pierce-Alachi. I think that's his 2nd one of the season.
Well, you know, the last game, Holliston scored 2 touchdowns on fumbles.
Right. Nick Cotton got one in the end zone. And then that great return by Sweeney for 80 yards. So the Holliston offense get a second chance at the Rockets here. 5:09 to go in the first quarter. No score.
Let's see how the Rockets play this now. They had been playing 2 high safeties. It looks like they're only going to play 1 here, so this might be a passing. So no, they're going back to 2 high. This might be a passing situation for Holliston.
Handoff to Olson on the end around. He's got big number 74 out in front of him. And he's out to close to a 1st down. Seemed like they tried that play to the left side. It was successful and worked to the right.
Captain out there, Patrick Griffin.
Yeah, nothing you want to see when you come around the end, but big number 74 in front of you. Just ride in his wake. 2nd down and 1. Handoff to Harding up the middle. Quick hitter. And he's into Rocket territory.
And it's going to look like 1st down, Holliston. Clock's going. 4:25 left to go in the first quarter. Clock running.
Ball's at the Rocket 47-yard line. High snap, and Harding on the blitz. Kiley gets sacked. Just never had a chance on that play.
Yeah, it looks like they sent, I don't know if it was 6 or 7, but they sent those 2 middle linebackers both at the same time right through. And, you know, sometimes you put those 7 guys out there and there's not enough helmets on this side of the ball to block the helmets on that side of the ball.
Right, and it's going to be a loss of 7 for the Panthers. A loss of 8, 2nd down and 18. Kiley back to pass. A little bit high, intended for D'Angelo.
Incomplete pass intended for number 27, D'Angelo.
They put a little more pressure on TJ once again.
Try to catch the Rockets over pursuing. Third down and really long for the Panthers.
About 18, something like that, 3rd and 18.
18. Sweeney and Lima to the left. Kylie short drop, steps up, looks downfield, fires, incomplete, intended for Lima over the middle. That'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
Yeah, TJ kind of got caught back there a little bit, and once he was able to break out of the pocket, he was free, but his receivers didn't really have time to react to the the move to the left that TJ did. A lot of times, when it takes a while to set up the pass, the quarterback's moving around back and forth there. That gives the receivers an opportunity to either come back or go across the field and become open. They just didn't have the time to do that during that play.
So Nick Cotting, number 23, will come out to do the punting. Nice kick away by Nick. Bounces at the 25, and it's going to be downed at the 21. So that'll set the Rockets way back.
3:05 left to go in the first quarter, no score. Both teams have had 2 shots at it.
2 turnovers, no score. Starting defense for the Panthers, Griffin, Robert Payne, and Pierce Alachi up front with Cooper Olson, C.J. Pacheco, Robert Collier, Nick Cotting at the linebacker spot, and number 11, Brady Sweeney, Miguel DeJesus, and D'Angelo at the cornerback spots. Stanton back to pass, looks left, fires, complete. And the catch by number 14 of the 44 of the Rockets has a big gain. 16 with a big gain. That's Ryan Hannigan. Senior has got 4 touchdowns. Against Braintree, he rushed for 91 yards and a touchdown. And against Weymouth, he had 4 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown. So very versatile player. First down for the Rockets. Quick handoff to the fullback. And he gains maybe a yard or 2.
Well, Holliston's staying aggressive. But this quarterback looks like he can move around the pocket pretty well. He's a big kid, like you said, Tom. What's about 6'4", something like that.
Yeah.
And he looks like he has a really, really decent arm. It looks like he throws a really nice pass. He gets it to his receivers right where they need it.
2nd down and 7 for the Rockets. Hannigan in motion. Costanton back to pass. Lobs a medium pass.
Fumble.
And the ball's on the ground, but recovered by Needham. Boy, quick recovery there. So short of a first down. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Well, actually, where he caught the ball, he had a first down. Then he came back, and then he lost the ball. But this is definitely 4-down territory for Needham anyway.
3rd and 2 for the Rockets. Clock's running with 1:13 left in the first quarter. No wind tonight, so not really an advantage which way you're going. Costanton hands it off. And a first down.
So now Needham getting a little drive going here. A couple passes, couple runs. And 40 seconds left to go in the first half.
They move the ball from their own 21. Hannigan across the formation. Costanton rolls out, fires, complete to number 84. And another first down for the Rockets.
Well, Robert Payne was putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He came out of nowhere. Robert's a good athlete. I mean, he was running right with the quarterback there. But he looks really good in the Needham quarterback, and he just stands back there and throws a really nice pass.
Well, that's the end of the first quarter, so the teams will change ends, and we'll be back with the second half action in just a second. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Rockets as they're just outside the red zone at the 22-yard line. Stanton on the handoff. Tackled by Gentile.
Nice job by Gentile. Come up, make the tackle, stop the play from going to the outside. They've been able to really do a lot of contain very well the last 3 games, and I think that's really helped them because that's one of the things early on in the year that kind of hurt them is, especially with some of these quarterbacks, had some really long runs against Holliston because they weren't containing them, and now they are containing them, keeping them from getting around the edge.
2nd down and 8 for the Rockets. Stanton hands it off again. Big hit right there. Number 70, Robert Payne, the captain. Stopped him in his tracks. Maybe a gain of 1.
Third down coming up, 10:53 left to go in the half.
I see number 8, Owen Zakshevsky out there on defense now. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Rockets. Stanton back to pass, looks right, fires, complete. And he's down inside the 10-yard line for a 1st down.
Well, Holliston, the D-backs are kind of, at least on that side, are playing back a little kind of deep, and they leave that open pocket, that little open space, a little window in there, and Needham is able to take advantage of it. They've done that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's the 3rd catch by number 84, Brady Ross. So 1st and goal for the Rockets.
See, now with less to cover, you can play up a little bit more on the receivers, and that'll give your defense a little bit of time to put more pressure on the quarterback.
Ball's on the 10-yard line. Stanton hands it off. Brady Sweeney with the tackle at the 5, but that was Tate Hoffmeister, the senior. Against Braintree, he rushed 13 times for 91 yards and a touchdown. He's got a pair of touches on the season. So it'll be 2nd and goal for Needham. Stanton under center. Hands off to Hoffmeister. And he's in for a score. I think there was a flag on the play. Now the referee's coming over to talk to head coach Kotso.
Yeah, it looks like it was on. If there was a flag, it would have been on Holliston. He just signaled a touchdown. So
touchdown on the play.
A face
They're
mask
have a
on
face
Holliston.
mask on the.
On Holliston. So
they're going to put it on the extra point.
Well, if he has a choice, that's half the distance of the goal.
Looks like they're
the
lining
kicker.
up
Yeah,
for an extra point. Stanton's the kicker, place kicker. Kick is up and good. So with 8:58 left in the first half, Needham's on the board first, 7-0.
Well, the Holliston defense have been playing very aggressively, as I said, up until especially the last few games here, and they're kind of still trying to do the same thing here tonight. The only thing is, I've kind of noticed it seems like that they're respecting the pass a little bit more with Constantin, kind of the quarterback. He's probably one of the better quarterbacks, it looks like, that Holliston has seen in the last few games. And it looks like they're kind of playing off a little bit, off the receivers in order to show him a little respect. And when they do that, when they play off the receivers like that, they don't get the hit. The receivers get to release more quickly, and Constantin gets to get the ball out more quickly, which means that Holliston really doesn't have a lot of time to put that pressure on him.
Right. Well, let's see how the Panthers respond to this. They're showing they've certainly moved the ball each time they've had it a little bit, but just haven't been able to complete the drive.
Well, the penalties and turnovers and, those things really hurt.
And it looks like they are going to enforce the face mask on the kick. So the place kicker for the Rockets is going to kick off from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and this
of Holliston.
Right, and this is where you want to get your hands team out there, because this is an opportunity for them to try an onside kick, and if they don't get it, it still, it doesn't hurt you that much. Let's see how they do this.
So Needham lines up for the onside kick. And here's a little pooch kick and a fair catch by number 86, Owen McCarron, smartly at the 22-yard line.
So let's see how Holliston answers this. See if they open up a little bit. If they get the running game has been going very well, especially those jet sweep type plays.
The jet sweeps have worked. A couple of quick hitters by Harding has worked. Haven't clicked on a couple of medium range or long range passes yet.
$8:55 left to go in the half.
Hand off to Harding. He spins forward across the 25.
Yeah, they were kind of Holliston was a little disadvantaged there. They only had 10 players out there. Looks like Andrew Dennison
that to confuse Needham.
Yeah.
The ball's at the 26. Gain of 4.
They could have had that old lonesome end play out there. Needham didn't see that they only had 10. He could have just stepped on the field and thrown the pass to him.
Both sides with 11 this time. Hand off to Harding. He is caught, but he drags a Needham Rocket forward a couple of yards. It's going to be a third and makeable 3 yards. Kylie fakes the handoff, curls around, throws it to Gentile's and Joey G has a first down. And he runs it out to the 40-yard line. Like a market of the 39.
First down for Holliston, a nice play there, nice fake. You know, it's interesting the way TJ hands off, the way he hands off, and the way he fakes his hands off.
Yeah.
But it's a different type of thing. But he does it exactly the same, whether he's faking the handoff or not. And it does over the course of the year. It's fooled a lot of defenders.
First down for the Panthers. Hand off to Harding right away. No gain. Joey Gentile coming into this game with 12 catches for the Panthers, 155 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's also third on the team in tackles.
One of the things I've been watching is how the pass defenders, when Holliston sends somebody deep, they're sticking right with the Holliston receivers. They give them good coverage, but that kind of opens up the middle. That's where I kind of like to use a tight end right around in that area.
Actually, a loss of 1, second down and 11 for Holliston. Kylie back to pass, looks right. Nice pattern, incomplete. Looking for Lima. That'll bring up third down 11.
Clock running. No clock stop. I'm sorry. 6:10 left to go in the half.
Kylie back to pass. Looks down the right sideline. And number 24, Andrew Dennison with the catch. A beauty all the way to the Needham 35-yard line.
Well, Andrew Dennison made his money early on returning kicks, and he had the one, of course, the big touchdown, and he's done a lot. He's got a lot of good speed. He's got really good hands. He's certainly, when he's a punt returner, he has absolutely no fear whatsoever, and they're kind of working him in a little bit more in the passing game, and he's been very effective when he's been in there.
It's a first down and 10 for the Panthers. Fake to Harding. Roll out to McCarron. And he's pushed out of bounds just short of the 25. Maybe the 27 or 28.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, Tom. That pass is there. Now, he picked up, about 7 yards on that pass. And that's there because of the way that those receivers for Holliston are clearing out the middle of that field.
I take that back. I saw an 8. It was number 8, not number 86. That was Owen Zakshevsky.
Oh, it was Owen. Okay.
Zakshevsky. Owen Zakshevsky with his first catch of the year. Try saving that 5 times fast. It's a cold night out of here, too. So second down and 3 for the Panthers. Handoff to Harding. He's got some room as he works his way through the defense, and he's got a first down.
Nice job blocking there by that offensive line, opening up some holes.
Boy, he runs effortlessly when he's really got it in gear.
He does, Tom, and I know I talk about him a lot, the way he runs and how he waits for his blockers and everything. And once again, if you get a kid, you want it to be a running back. You want to teach him how to do everything very well. Wait for your blockers, wait till it develops, shoot through the gap when you get a chance to do it. He's the kid.
Slides through and serpentine through there for a first down. First and 10 from the 19 for the Panthers. Harding escaped and picked up another couple of yards. Second down and 8.
Clock running at 4:10 in the half.
Holliston's got the momentum right now to catch up with the Rockets.
Well, they got the momentum, and they also have the 3 downs here, because this is definitely 4-down territory. So you don't have to make it all here at once. You can do a little bit at a time.
Kiley fakes it to Harding, rolls right. Little pass again to Zakshevsky, number 8. And he's down close to the, let's see, they're going to mark it at the 12-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and a makeable 3 yards.
There's a couple things you can do here. You know, if you're Holliston, you can bring those receivers in as blockers and get the ball off to Harding, or spread them wide out with those receivers and let your offensive line do some blocking.
Kiley hands it off to number 27. And D'Angelo is tackled right away for no gain.
Well, that time they blitzed the linebacker, and Holliston, the play call ran right into the blitz, and Needham was able to push him back a little bit.
Loss of 1 on the play. Harding back in the game. Going to be 4th down and 4.
Yeah, you might want to use your speed here and see if you can do one of those jet plays. We'll have a timeout here for Holliston.
So 3:06 left in the first half, 7-0 Needham. We'll be back with a quick break after this quick break. Big play for the Panthers, 4th down and 4 from the 13-yard line. See what Coach Kiley dials up right here for his offense.
Well, I called a timeout. He really wanted to think about this. You know, want to keep this drive going or score a touchdown here, and you're also going to get the ball at the kickoff of the second half. So big play here for both these teams.
The Panthers have matriculated all the way from their own 21.
I love when you say that.
And Holliston jumped. It's going to back the ball up another 5.
See, now what this does
They've got Needham right where they want them, overconfident right now.
Yeah, yes, they do, Custer. But the thing is, Tom, is that you've gone from whatever play you were going to call to maybe something quick where you could pick up 3 or 4 yards. So now you got to come back and pick up 8 yards. So let's see if it looks like Coach Kiley's calling in another play here.
So 4th down and 7. 4th down and 7?
7 or 8.
Ball's on the 17. Kiley's got 3 receivers to his left. That's where he looks. Puts it up. Incomplete. Looking for Lima on the... Looks like he was on the post pattern, little short post.
Yeah, just a hair behind Lima on that one.
So right before halftime, the Rockets hold.
3:01 left to go in the half. And now you got to be a little careful because with this quarterback, if I'm Needham in these games in a situation like this, I'm coming out. I'm attacking right here. I'm throwing the ball all over the place. I'm trying to get downfield and score that touchdown. Let's see if they do that or if they play it a little more safely.
So 3:01 they're going to have to work with right here. Stanton hands off to Hoffmeister, and he is tackled right away by Payne and Cotting. And Gentile in there.
Holliston takes a timeout.
And we'll take a quick break as well. All right, 2nd down and 11.
Little game of chess going here, Tom, where now you kind of put a little pressure on Needham because if they run the ball and you stop, you can call a timeout. If they throw the ball, if it's incomplete, you save a timeout.
Stanton in the shotgun now. Back to pass. Rolls right. Looks like he's going to run. And Robert Collier with the tackle at the 20. And another timeout by Holliston. So we'll take a quick break with 2:40 left in the half.
Tackled by number 44, CJ Pacheco.
Okay, 2:40 left in the half. It's 3rd down and 6 for the Rockets. Big play for the Panther defense.
Contain that quarterback. Do not let him get to the outside.
Stanton in the shotgun. Short drop. And throws behind his receiver, incomplete. So the Panthers come up big.
That's just great clock management by Coach Kiley, because what he did there, he used 2 timeouts. He gets a 3rd stoppage because of the incompleted pass. And now with 2:34, he gets the ball back, and I believe he's used 3 timeouts already, so he might have at least 1 or 2 more. And with 2:34 and you have the ball, you can control the time as far as getting the ball out of bounds and those such things.
Dennison and Lima back to receive the punt for Holliston. Lima calls for a fair catch right at the 50-yard line. So Holliston's got a short field with 2:27 to work with here in the first half.
And that's plenty of time when you have control of that ball. That's great clock management by Coach Kiley right there. Really nicely done.
Actually placed the ball at the 48-yard line of Needham.
One thing they do have at Needham High School, they have good music when there's a break in the action.
Right, none of that hip-hop rap music that we sing along to during the pregame warm-ups.
2:27 left to go in this first half.
So first down for the Panthers, 3 receivers to Kiley's left. He rolls left. looking for Gentile under control and throws it out of bounds. Clock stops with 2:18 in the first half. I think he was trying to get the ball to Gentile, but that was covered well.
They've done a very nice job, Tom. Pass coverage, Needham has. They look pretty good. I mean, athletically, they really do look pretty good.
Well, it's Division I school, and they've been playing a lot of big schools during the season. Their record doesn't show it, how well they've really played, having a 1-7 record. Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Short drop for Kiley, looks to his right, incomplete. Intended for Lima.
Well, that interior, the offensive line for Holliston is picking up some blitzes, and they're bringing somebody. Needham is on every play, and that offensive line is doing a really nice job of picking those guys up. So now, the Needham coach is sitting there saying, well, if they don't get a first down here, we get the ball back. So with probably a little over 2 minutes left. So this is a big third down for Holliston.
Two receivers to his left, one to his right. Kiley, short drop, fires deep. Looking for Brady Sweeney. He's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! Brady Sweeney won that 50-50 ball at the 10 and dragged the Rocket into the end zone for the score.
Well, that's neither the first nor the last time you're going to see Brady Sweeney win a 50-50 ball. He is an exceptionally good wide receiver, also really good safety for Holliston. But, early on in the year, I kind of was calling he and Joey Gentile the playmakers, because you put the ball anywhere near and they're able to make the play and get down in there, and that's just what Holliston needed with 2:02 left to go. Nick Carding lines up for the extra point, try to tie this thing up.
Carding's kick is up and good.
Not only good, it's way into the parking lot there. So Holliston with 2:02 left has tied it up. Now your defense goes back in there, you hold them, and you get the ball back into the second half. But that all comes back to that time management of Coach Kiley, saving his timeouts, using them wisely, and playing the field position game against Needham here. But what a really nicely thrown ball by TJ. But boy, oh boy, it is so nice to have a player like Brady Sweeney who's able to get up there and get that ball and take it away from other people.
14th touchdown of the year for TJ Kiley, and the 9th touchdown for Brady Sweeney for the Panthers. And that was also the 34th career extra point for Nick Carding. That moves him up into 6th place, tied with Grant Slattery. Remember him? Remember Grant Slattery?
Yes, I do.
34
Wow.
extra points for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Carding's kick goes to the 10-yard line. Finally corralled by number 4, Cooper Olson. But a decent return for the Rockets as they're out at the 40-yard line.
He looked like a rocket coming out of there, and now with 1:53 left, it's up to the Holliston defense to hold here.
So the Rockets have 153.
In last time, Tom, the coach kind of for Needham kind of played a little bit safely. Let's see if he opens it up here, because he's got pretty decent field position.
Stanton in the shotgun with Hoffmeister to his right. Panthers show blitz. Handoff to Hoffmeister. Breaks away from a tackle. Gets in to the second level a little bit. Pacheco makes the tackle, but a nice gain on first down. Clock running with 1:40 to go here in the first half.
This is where he'll probably throw right here.
Second down and 3.
Be very careful here.
Costanton drifts right. Complete. And Needham takes a timeout with 1:18.
No, I don't think they did. I think that's just for the
just stop the clock.
Yep,
for the
exactly.
to move the chains.
Exactly. And now they take a timeout.
Now Coach Copso takes a timeout. So we'll take a quick break. All right, 1:15 left in the half. 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Panther 45-yard line. Costanton back to pass. Steps up.
Oh,
hit
nice
by Pacheco, and he puts him down. Little bit of a gain, but it's a tackle inbounds. They let the clock run. 1 minute to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 5, call it. Costanton looks down the field, can't find anybody. He's got the first down and more. He's inside the 25 maybe. Let's see where they mark it. But he did stop the clock smartly by getting out of bounds.
40 seconds left to go in the half.
And 25 yards to the end zone for Needham.
He does a nice job running. He gets out there and he can waits. He has a lot of patience. Waits for the open man. If he sees if he doesn't get it, he runs.
Costanton looks deep. Panther rush coming. He throws it up and out of bounds just to get it out of his hand.
But
there's a flag in the backfield.
That's interesting. Did that go beyond the line of scrimmage? He wasn't.
No,
he
it
wasn't.
did not.
He wasn't outside the tackle box. I don't know what they.
There's a flag on the field.
Let's
So
see.
hold on, folks. Well, it was in the, usually either see holding, roughing the passer, or intentional grounding. The refs are talking it over. They haven't issued anything.
That's why I think it might possibly be, they might be talking about intentional grounding because they're trying to figure out where he was when he threw the ball and where the ball went out.
It went out about the 30-yard line.
Intentional grounding. There you go.
Okay.
So that's a loss of. Wait a minute. Oh no! You know what? Maybe it's roughing the passer. He did the two hands down like an intentional grounding, but must have been roughing the passer.
Wow! So a first and goal with 31 seconds to go in a 7-7 ball game. The Rockets are on the doorstep with the ball on the. Oh, I guess it's 1st and 10 ball on the 12-yard line. So Needham really escaped right there. Costanton to pass, chased. Again. Throws it. Short catch.
Flag. There's a flag down in the end zone.
And touchdown is the signal on the play, but there's a flag. So hold on, says the referee. So that seems to indicate it's against Needham. Why would the referee hold the sticks? So he's obviously picking up the flag.
Yeah.
And he's going to explain why it's not a foul to Coach Kiley.
I mean, the only thing you could think of down there, well, we'll see. We'll get it here. Holding, yeah.
By Holliston. So Costanton with the touchdown pass, and now he tries the extra point. His kick is punched up and good. So with 20 seconds left in the half, the Rockets respond with a nice little short drive of their own after a decent kickoff return, and it's 14-7 Rockets.
They did a nice job, and once again, clock management. Costanton did a very nice job avoiding tackles, getting outside, and when he got outside, he was able to run out of bounds. And that last play, it was really kind of a nifty little thing he did. He came all the way across, so everybody thought, well, he's just going to go out of bounds, and he didn't. He stood there and threw the ball in for the touchdown. Right.
Well, with a play that's drawn out like that, how you didn't usually have what I was going to say, ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, but it takes that length of time. Holliston is getting all around him, though. I mean, he's there. They're right there, and he's doing a nice job escaping. If Holliston get another half a step here, another half a step there, they're going to be able to get to him a little bit.
So they're going to mark off the holding penalty on the kickoff, and Needham's going to try another onside kick here from the 50-yard line. Well, this could be an advantage for the Panthers.
This is where if you're Needham, you really want to boom it. You don't want to get it over their heads. And
looks like they're gonna chip kick it.
Fly offsides on
so back
Needham.
It up 5 and do it again. I think they were a little anxious to get down there and cover that kick. See, I think the Needham kicker's trying to get some height on that.
Yeah,
so it's more like a punt.
Yep.
That his return team could get under.
Now, we haven't seen him kick deep yet. Maybe he can. I'm guessing he can, but if he can, he should be.
Pops it up. Taken by Dennison. And as the whistle blows and a flag flies, he's tackled at the 35-yard line. We got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a quick break as well. signal. That was like helmet on helmet hit or something like that.
You ready to go back up?
Yep. Okay, 15 seconds left in the half. There was a penalty against the Panthers on the kick. So the ball's backed up to the 20-yard line.
Now, if before it was backed up there, you had the chance to go see if you could throw a couple deep passes, but you got to be careful down here.
Kiley slings to Brady Sweeney on the slant play, and number 11 is still going out near midfield and breaks a tackle, and he's out in the open. He's out of bounds with 1 second to go.
There should be 1 second. No, they're going to call the half. They call the half, I believe.
He was out with 1 second to go.
Yeah, no, they.
1 second on the clock.
Oh, they're going to add it. Good.
So Holliston with one play. What 1 second and time for one more play. The ball's on the 26-yard line.
That was a really nice, like a little interior
smart
catch.
play.
Nicely done.
Brady Sweeney is hard to bring down. But that was a smart play to get out of bounds that quickly.
One more step, Tom. He just needed one more step.
Well, I'd
And he
say
was
throw
gone.
a 50-50 ball to Brady Sweeney.
And they're playing straight up. They're not playing any type of prevent. They're back just a little bit more, but
Sweeney still left. 3 receivers to TJ's left. See what Holliston does on this last play. Got a little time, rolls out, looks to the end zone, fires deep. Number 11 knocked away at the last second. Gentile and Lima were there. Almost came down with a miraculous catch, but we head into the locker room. Needham 14, Holliston 7. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. All right, teams are out for the second half. Needham 14, Holliston 7, but the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half here tonight.
Well, Holliston really started moving the ball quite a bit there at the end of the first half. They're going to get the ball here again, and let's see if they open it up with a passing game. The passing game has been very, very successful so far.
TJ Kiley is 7 for 14 for 160 yards. And Brady Sweeney has 2 catches for 102 yards tonight.
Yeah, well, he's had 2 nice catches.
And a touchdown. Thank you, Ken Dunn, who's our unofficial statistician and historian.
Now that
all the way down in North Carolina.
Los is out at the BC game tonight, so he's not here.
So kickoff goes into just down to the 1-yard line and taken by Andrew Dennison. Dennison fights his way out across the 15 to the 17-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will take over. There must have been another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the end of the half.
Well, you're sitting here at 14-7. You had a one turnover. But you also had several penalties, especially at that end of the half, that really did a number on you. You got to clean that up. You got to clean up the penalties, stop the penalties, hold on to the ball, and you'll be fine.
Devin Harding has rushed 7 times for 29 yards, and Cooper Olson has a couple of rushes for 20 yards for the Panthers. And I also got informed by Ken Dunn that the quarterback changed for Needham the last 2 drives.
Yeah.
It's number 7, Ben Chapman. So he's the one with the touchdown pass just before the half that put Needham ahead.
And that's why the quarterback went from being a right-hander to a left-hander.
That's right. Kyler, the quick handoff, or fake handoff to Harding. I followed it. And then he got it over to Cooper Olson for a nice little pickup.
I think Holliston can really attack on the edges here with their speed. They've been able to get outside with the speed. They've been able to complete some passes with the speed. When TJ goes outside, he's able to get outside a little bit. So they got to do that. Now you still got to pound away at the middle of the defense. You can do that with your line, but use your speed if you got it. And when Holliston has so far tonight, they've been pretty successful.
So 2nd down and 1 for Holliston. Handoff to Harding. He's forward to the 30-yard line, and a Panther first down. So first down, Holliston, as we start the second half here.
Now the other thing is, with the wide open, the side of the field, the left side of the field, even though he's a right-hander, TJ Kiley can go to that left side and throws pretty well over there.
Kiley to Harding again. Finds a couple of tough yards between the tackles.
2-yard run, Devin Harding, tackled by number 19, Will Hayes.
A little bit of yardage there for Harding.
2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. Kiley on the slant play to Brady Sweeney.
Well, that had a lot of success, that little play there, and the end of the first half. Brady was able to get way downfield and get out of bounds.
Right.
Stop the clock with the second left. Right now we're sitting here 9:37 left to go, clock running.
A makeable 3rd down and 2 for Holliston.
32.
Ball's at the 38-yard line.
It's a big play for Holliston because they want to take advantage of being able to get the ball here to open the second half.
Fake by Kiley. He rolls out to his left, and he takes off for the sideline and scampers out of bounds for a couple of yards and a Panther first down.
See, that's what I mean. He can run to his left very, very well, and he can also throw pretty well running to his left. So that opens up a lot for Holliston when he's able to do that. But I do like the Holliston speed to the outside. I think Holliston really should be use that speed. You got that great speed advantage on several of your players. Get out there and use that. Let them get out in the open and make some moves out in the open out there.
So the Panthers move the chains again here on this first drive of the second half. Ball's at the 41. Fake to Harding. TJ Kiley goes forward for a gain of 6. Looks like he put his shoulder down there.
I think he might have got the best of that one. He did. He put his shoulder into him and kind of looked like he drove the defender back a step or so.
Second down and 4 for Holliston. Kiley brings the ball out to the 47. TJ fakes the handoff, rolls right, looks down the middle of the field, and he's Lima was right there. Oh, that was Dennison. I saw a 4 on there. It was 24. Andrew Dennison cutting across, but there was a big collision right as the ball arrived.
Well, the way they were playing defense, there was a safety back there. If he wasn't back there, he actually kind of stepped in front of Dennison as he came across. If he didn't, Andrew would have had that ball, and he would have gone a long way.
Good try by the Panthers. Be third down and 4.
This is where a lot of times, he likes to look for his possession receiver, Lima.
Handoff to Harding. And the pile pushes forward. It's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, he looks possibly a little bit short, and if he is, they're going to go for it. Yep, you were right, Tom. Yard short.
And out comes the punt team. So.
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh,
no, they're going to war.
Actually comes the war team. Quarterback Nick Larsch, number 12. D'Angelo on the left. Cooper Olson and Larch on the turnaround. Needham thinks they've got it.
Well, with their
refs head into the pile. Looks like a good spot for Holliston. And the referee does move the chains for the Panthers. So 7 minutes and 30 seconds with the clock running now.
Tom, when they came out there, what you saw on defense was everybody packed in. If Nick Larch can throw the ball at all on War, they're going to go a long way. Or if somebody can go off tackle, they're going to go a long way. Watch how they react to this. Watch how Needham reacts to this. They're all in the bunch there.
Pitch to Olson, tries to work his way outside, cut back in. Got a short gain.
Yeah, they got to use that outside. If you're going to do that, if you're going to play this, use that outside because they're putting so many people there that it's going to be tough to get through there because your line, you only have the 5 or 6 guys on the line. But if you can get to the outside, the way they're bunched up, especially to this side of the field, you're going to go a long way.
Up,
absolutely.
Jay, to the outside of the tackle.
Absolutely. See the way they're defending that? They're all in the box in there.
2nd and 8. Olson on the jet play. And he gets it out just short of the 40-yard line as he goes into, I guess they were already in Needham territory. Be 3rd down and 3 for Holliston.
Now, we haven't seen Nick Larch throw a pass out of this. We have seen him open up the whole defense and run 34 yards for a touchdown against Medfield, but we haven't seen him throw the ball of this. Boy, he'd really be able to do that if he can.
They're really jamming the box, like you said.
Oh, beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
Larsh goes forward and moves the chains. So Holliston with a nice, even though Needham had the box stacked up by that time, number 12 able to sneak forward for a first down at the 38-yard line.
First down, Holliston.
Dennison comes in.
Now this is, well.
This is set up now, so speed to Dennison on the left-hand side. That could open up.
And there is number 24 on the jet play. And good job of pursuit by the Rockets.
Yeah, and he would, and I think Andrew just he seemed to cut up field maybe one play or two early. I think if he was able to just get out, use his speed, get out ahead of his blocker, he might have had a shot of getting the outside.
Try to beat them to the numbers and then cut up field.
Exactly.
Like
yeah. You don't want to cut in too soon, especially the way they're bunched in.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Clock's running a very fast quarter here. Holliston's had the ball the whole time.
They switched back to their spread offense here on second down.
4:40 left to go in the third.
Kiley rolls right, 3 receivers to his right.
Oh,
Brady
nice.
Sweeney on the comeback play, and he's got a nice catch for a first down.
Catch by number 11, Brady Sweeney. Tackle made by number 38, Brendan Morley.
That
Are
made
they
it
gonna
to the
give him the
28.
first down?
That's where he had to get.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just going to be a foot
Just shy.
Oh, my gosh.
Two shots at this, though, third down.
And so third down and 1. Nice pass by Kiley. And Holliston's going to go to war again. No. There's Kiley really in the pistol. Hand off to Harding.
Number 3.
Yeah, but it looks like he's
got enough.
Yeah, looks it from here.
And he had to make the 28, and that was enough.
Yep.
They're going to move the chains again. No, they're.
Yep, they're moving them.
First down, Holliston.
So Holliston with another first down at the 28-yard line of Needham. 3:26 clock running here in the second half, third quarter. Holliston's driven from their own 12. Fake to Harding. Kiley rolls out and puts it under his wing.
Yeah, well, Kiley, DJ's going to go to his dad, and his dad's going to say, "You get out there, that's fine. Slide. There's no reason to take a hit like that." Was able to pick up some good yardage,
4
though.
yards, yeah.
And once again, you're testing those outside. I think really, Tom, I really think that's where Holliston's going to have its most success, getting the outside like that. Mm-hmm. You pick up 5 or 6 yards every play, you're going to be doing well. 2.5 minutes left to go in this quarter, a quarter that has been only controlled by Holliston.
2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Kiley with 3 receivers to his right, hands off to Harding, but he is hit right away. No gain there for number 3.
Hand off to number 3, Devin Harding, taken down by number 19, Will Harris.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Clock running when this play is snapped. There's going to be under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Holliston has held the ball for 10 minutes so far in this half.
They've matriculated all the way from their own 12-yard line. Kiley.
Oh, nice catch.
Brady Sweeney, a one-handed grab, and number 11 picks up another first down and gets to the 15-yard line.
Whoa, to be a quarterback and have a kid like Sweeney to catch the ball no matter where you put it.
What mitts he has on him.
Just special. Just
number 11
special.
went high to get that one-hander and pull it down.
So you get to this point now, a minute and a half left to a minute and 20, minute 18 seconds left in the third quarter. You've held the ball the whole time. Now you want to get down there and punch it in.
That's amazing. The Panthers have taken so much time off the clock with this possession. 3 receivers to Kylie's right. Looks right.
Wide
Throws
open.
left. Devin Harding. Touchdown, Panthers! And number 3 with the touchdown from TJ Kylie.
Very well designed, very well executed play. You'll be able to get the ball into your halfback's hand. He hasn't been out there at all receiving the ball out in that area that I've seen tonight. And so they don't expect any reason for him to be out there. And Devin was able to just kind of float out, and TJ hit him perfectly, and Devin was able to finish it off with 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
So Nick Cotting's kick is up and good. So with 56 seconds left in the third quarter, the Panthers tie it up on a quarter-killing drive. Unbelievable.
11 minutes and 5 seconds.
I think the last time we saw that, it was Linfield up at the
the state semis out in Brockton. When Holliston just took that ball and just down there, they just marched all the way downfield on that Linfield team that was really known for its defense. And Holliston was the one that threw the shutout up there in that year.
All right. TJ Kylie, that was his 15th touchdown pass on the season. And Devin Harding, that was his 7th touchdown. And that was the 35th extra point of Nick Cotting's career. That pushes him just one kick behind he's in 6th position all by himself, right behind Matt J. With 36 extra points on his
Wow, I never realized Matt
career.
had that many extra points.
Nick Cotting's kick is a nice one, drives them back to the 8-yard line. This time, juggling the ball. And Holliston's got it! All of a sudden, the rocket return man was going like a rocket, and then he hit the brakes right at the 30-yard line, and all of a sudden the ball came loose.
Well, that's what happens when you can control the ball game, and you play this tight game. I told you, it comes down to penalties and turnovers, Tom, every single game. Now Holliston's got a situation where you really must take advantages. Get down there and get that ball into the end zone.
And the Needham defense goes back out on the field with 48 ticks left in the third quarter. Holliston a chance to put back-to-back scores on the board.
Well,
And Brady Sweeney and Koal Lima are ready for this play.
Keep attacking those outsides.
3 receivers to Kylie's right. And Harding again on the screenplay, and he's heads for the corner of the end zone. And just like that, back-to-back scores by number 3. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, what Needham is continuously bringing those interior linebackers, bringing them in, and that's leaving some open holes. And that time they came in pretty well. They did a really nice job, but TJ was able to get the ball away. I thought it was going to be a little too high, but Devin Harding went up, did his best basketball impersonation, brought the ball down, and was able to get in there and score. So within, 20 seconds, Holliston.
I think that was the fastest 2 scores of anybody. That one sets a new record. Cotting sets up for the important extra point and blasts it through the uprights.
Yeah.
It's 21-14 Panthers.
Now, if I remember about 20 seconds back, you told me he must have just tied Matt J, right?
He just passed Matt J.
Even I couldn't forget that in 20 seconds.
But Devin Harding, you got to put a new page in the record book, Ken Dunn. That's the fastest 2 touchdowns by a Panther. 17 seconds.
Well, it's also be the fastest 2 touchdown passes for the quarterback.
Oh, that's right. Well, boy, the records are just falling right and left.
And actually, it's the third one. That's the fastest time that Tom Emmons has announced two touchdowns. So everyone kind of gets in on the action. There's 33 seconds left to go. Still a long way to go in this game. This game is not over.
Boy. But the Panthers came out of the locker room and shocked the Rockets here in the second half.
But now you're going to get down there and you got to continue to play tough D, do well on the special teams, keep tackling, and keep this lead. It's only a one-possession lead. This game is not over by any stretch.
Kick by Cotting, bounces by. Nope, goes all the way back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers stack them up short of the 20-yard line. Good coverage by Holliston.
Well, this is the first time tonight that Needham has been at a deficit, and let's see how they respond to this. We're just over with one quarter and 28 seconds left to go.
And I wonder why they changed quarterbacks in those last two drives.
I'll tell you what. I mean, when I saw him left-handed, I
did too.
I kind of doubted to myself. I thought he was right-handed.
Left-handed. I didn't know that. And the quarterback is number 7, Ben Chapman.
Now, maybe we don't know about injuries or this or that or anything else, or maybe that's what it was. But Chapman did a nice job on those drives at the end of the half.
He's under center. Handoff to Hoffmeister. And a big first down for the Rockets as he's across the 35 all the way to the 40-yard line. So a big run for the Rockets.
See, and this is what you got to be a little careful of. You got it's coming back. It looks like there's a penalty here. And the way it's coming back, maybe a hold or a block in the back, something like that. Holding on Needham.
Wow. That's going to back up the Rockets, make it 1st and 20 back at the 10-yard line. Oh, they mark it from the spot of the foul, and they put it down at the 14.
But, you get the euphoria of those 2 quick touchdowns, and you start feeling pretty good about yourself. And like I said, this game is not over. You must get out here and play some really tough defense, get that ball back again, and then you can control the time of possession some more.
So 18 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 1st down and 14 for the Rockets.
That should have been a legal procedure.
And they try Hoffmeister to the other side. He has a short gain.
And I think that's probably going to do it for the quarter as the clock rounds down with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 here. And that'll do it.
There's the whistle at the end of the third quarter. Panthers with 2 scores to take the lead, 21-14. We'll be right back for exciting fourth quarter action in just a moment. Okay, we start the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 13 for the Rockets. Panther defense digs in.
Oh.
Double motion by
There it is. Yeah.
The Rockets, and that'll be a penalty, incomplete pass.
That was a little
Rockets
late.
had two players in motion.
Yeah,
right
a little
there.
late call there. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to call. Unless Holliston defense lined up offside. Let's see what they're going to call here. Yeah, it's going to be on Needham.
Illegal motion,
Yeah.
declined. So Coach Kiley will take the down and make it 3rd down and 13.
See, that's the thing with when it's more than 10 yards and you get that 3rd down and you're in this part of the field, you don't want to give them that extra chance.
Territory.
No way. So you only have to hold them for 1 down now. You could have moved it back 5 yards and hold them for 2, but he'll take his chances here. Coach Kiley will. This is where you want to put some pressure on the quarterback.
Chapman in the shotgun. Back to pass. Fires out to the left. Caught, and a 1st down by the lefty quarterback. That was a pretty smooth throw.
That was a very nice throw, very nice pattern run by the receiver. But, again, Holliston's kind of playing off them, so they're letting them release, and they can release quickly, and they can get downfield quickly and get the pass quickly. So that's why I always say, I'd get right up on these guys, and try and hit them, at least knock them off a little bit, and don't let the quarterback and the receiver get the timing that they need.
Ball's at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Handoff to Hoffmeister. He's got about 5 yards.
Run by number 25, Tate Hoffmeister. Tackle by number 70, Robert Payton.
Robert Payne on the tackle there. Clock rolling down. 11 minutes left to go in this ball game.
2nd down and 5 for Needham.
Fumble.
And the ball's loose. Needham recovered.
It was funny when he did that. It brought back to mind the old Fumblerooski. When the old Fumblerooski play there, Nebraska used to run there, and the guard would pick up the ball, and the guard would come around the outside.
Right.
But it brings up 3rd down, and I think once again you're in a position here. If you can hold them to no yardage gain here, they're probably going to have to punt.
3rd down and 4 for the Rockets.
So another big play as the time marches on. All these plays keep getting bigger and bigger.
Chapman in shotgun formation. Back to pass. Steps up. Takes a hit. But it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down.
Run by number 7, Ben Chapman. Tackle
Now, see, it's funny the way
number 40.
the way that Holliston's attacking the defense. Holliston's coming from the outside, and that opens up the inside a little bit as opposed to what Needham is doing. Needham's attacking the inside, which opens up the outside for Holliston. So the two defenses kind of doing a little bit opposite here for last few plays.
1st down and 10 for the Rockets. Chapman.
Got him. Oh, he missed.
Left, gets away from the Panther, and he scrambles upfield and out of bounds as he crosses into Panther territory.
I didn't see that. Was that Robert Collier, number 40? I think maybe
had him.
Somebody
looked
broke
like they
him,
had him around the ankles. But he
Yep.
walked right out of it. 1st down and 10 at the Panther 45.
9:07 left to go in regulation.
Chapman with 2 receivers split to his right. Hoffmeister behind him. Another snap got in, and that popped up, and the Panthers throw Chapman for a loss. That was another bad snap.
Yeah,
They're having trouble with the connection right there when he's under center.
looked like is that CJ on the tackle there?
Pacheco.
Clock runs, 8:35 left to go.
The Panther defense needs to come up with a big play now. High formation. Chapman under center. Hands off to Hoffmeister. Tries to hit the corner. Big hit right at the line of scrimmage by D'Angelo.
Yeah, that was a really nice tackle by D'Angelo. He came up and did two things. First of all, he kept the ball inside, and secondly, he was able to finish off Hoffmeister, who, by the way, looks like he's a pretty good running back, Tom.
Hoffmeister picked up one on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Clock keeps running, and you get to that time of the game where if Holliston can hold him, there's going to be decision time for Needham.
And we got a timeout on the field. And so we'll take a quick break as the Panthers take a timeout with 7:18 to go in the game. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Rockets. Out of that timeout by the Panthers.
Yeah, the coaching staff saw something of the defense that they didn't like.
3 receivers to Chapman's left. Chapman looks left. Got some time, throws back to the right. And incomplete. Joey Gentile with great coverage on number 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Rockets.
And Holliston did a nice job with their up front. There was Robert Payne back there, and is that Grant Harper?
No,
I couldn't see.
51, David Villa.
David Villa, and then 54 down there too.
Pierce
Alachi. That the 3 of them did a nice job. When you have 3 defensive linemen can put that kind of pressure on the quarterback, that really helps your defensive backs quite a bit. And as Needham goes for it on 4th down, maybe see if they pooch punt this.
Chapman back to pass. Chased out of the pocket. He's got some room. And he gets enough for the 1st down. So again, a big 1st down by the Rockets. Needham. Chapman's just doing it with his arm and doing it with his leg a couple of times.
And what happened there, the 2 Holliston defensive players who were coming in to get Chapman had him surrounded perfectly, and Chapman just kind of stepped up like he was stepping up into a pocket, but the pocket wasn't there, and he was able to take off to his left, get the 1st down, and keep the ball for Needham with 5:44 left to go.
6:40. 6:40.
Oh, 6:40. I'm sorry.
That's okay. 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Panther 35. Chapman in the shotgun, hands off to Hoffmeister. He's tackled for no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Run by number 25, Tate Hoffmeister. Tackle by number 23, Nick Cotting.
Nick Cotting on the tackle.
So they're living, they're hanging in there, Needham is, but they're living kind of dangerously and putting themselves in long 3rd down situations here. And Holliston on the 2nd down here is going to try.
That was a long 4th down situation.
Yeah.
Chapman's going to be under center. Hasn't done well with the snaps. 2nd down and 10. Fakes the handoff, tries to pass, throws it behind the receiver.
Is that Robert Payne down there again?
Huh?
That's Robert Payne again. He's putting pressure on that quarterback. He's been doing that all night long. He's really coming after the quarterback. He's really athletic. He's an offensive lineman, obviously, and defensive line tackle, and good-sized kid. And very athletic. He's pretty fast.
3rd down and 10 for Needham.
At one of these points, they keep doing that. They keep playing that way. Sooner or later, Robert's going to get to somebody.
Clock is stopped with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the game. Chapman gets in the shotgun. 3 receivers to split out to his right. Short drop. Force from the pocket. Desperation throw. Good coverage there by number 11, Brady Sweeney. And it is incomplete, bringing up another 4th down and 10.
Well, again, there's Robert Payne and Pierce Alachi, and those two guys, as I keep saying, if your 3 defensive linemen are controlling that and putting enough pressure on the quarterback, it lets you keep everybody else back there. You can play zone defense back there and basically cover all the receivers. Great pressure by that defensive line, who, by the way, is also most of them on the offensive line, and they've played about the whole second half right now, both ways.
Here's the big 4th down. Chapman in the shotgun. Short drop.
By
Here
Collier.
comes the blitz.
Yep.
And number 40, Robert Collier with the hit.
Robert Collier right off the left defensive side of the ball, came right around and was able to make the tackle.
And the Panthers finally have had enough and come up with a big play on 4th down, a 5-yard sack, and take the ball back at their own 45 with 5:18 to go in the game.
See, what happens is when you have a right-handed quarterback, everyone talks about the left tackle. Left tackle's the guy who you want to make sure he could protecting the quarterback, and the quarterback can't see somebody coming off that side. But when you're a left-handed quarterback, now you need the right tackle to do that, and you can attack him from the left-hand side, and that's what Robert Collier did. A nice call by the defense there, and Coach Athley sending Collier out, and Robert was able to finish him off, make the play. And now with 5:13 left in the game, Holliston has the ball and a chance to put this away.
Handoff on the jet play to Dennison. Swings off one tackler, but just fights his way back to the line of scrimmage before he's pushed back.
Number 24, Andrew Dennison with the carry, tackled by number 19, Will Harris.
Rockets fighting hard on that edge. Second down and 10 for the Panthers.
What Holliston would obviously love to do is get down and score, but they don't really have to as long as they can just keep eating time off this clock. But you got to start making some first downs in order to do that.
Kylie with three wide receivers wide to his right.
4:15 left to go in the game.
McCarron tight to the left. Handoff is to Harding up the middle. And number 3 with a nice gain close to a first down at midfield.
Yeah, they're marking him just 1 yard shy. And that's not all that bad either, because that gives you that extra play, that extra 35 or 40 seconds. As time marches on. 3:45 left to go in the ball game.
And out comes Nick Larch with the War offense. They bring C.J. Pacheco in at the fullback spot. Owen McCarron and Owen Zakshevsky at the tight ends.
Yep.
Number 4, Cooper Olson on one wing. Derek D'Angelo, number 27, at the other. And they surge forward with Larch.
Nice first down.
And the Panthers win the surge war. They got that yard they needed to push the chains.
Clock stops for a moment here. They'll move the chains. They'll stop back up. 3:05 left to go in the ball game. And this is where you get down here now. And, of course, I'm guessing Needham's going to start having to use some timeouts. Holliston's just going to let this thing run out if they don't. Clock management is so important, and you saw what happened in the first half when Coach Kiley just did a really nice job of clock management, getting the ball back and being able to score. And now with 2:35, 2:34 left.
Holliston waiting with 10 seconds to go. Kiley hands off to Harding. Nice push up front.
And I think now you're going to see the Needham team call the timeout.
Any timeouts by Needham. This one with 2:21 to go in the fourth quarter. 21-14 Panthers. All right, teams. Well, Holliston huddles up again. 2:21 to go in the game. Holliston leads by 7. Teams are going to battle clock management here as the Rockets would like to get the ball back.
Yeah, Holliston's going to need another 1 or at least maybe 2 first downs with all the timeouts that Needham has.
Fake to Harding. Short pass to Gentile.
And
Holliston with a nice little gain.
Yeah, the only problem was he got out of bounds, so that kind of stops the clock. But you know what? At this point, they'll take the gain. Yeah.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 3.
That's a good call, too, because, second and long like that, the last thing they expected was a pass. And, sometimes you can pull that off and have it for a really, really long gain. But they did a nice job getting the ball out to Joey Gentile, made the nice catch, and give Holliston 2 shots down here with about 3 or 4 yards to go for a first down. 2:13 left to go in the game.
Kylie with the handoff to Harding. He spins away, and he's got another Panther first down.
All right, his new nickname is Mr. Dependable. You give the ball to Devin Harding, and he's always going to move forward. He's always going to keep that clock running. He does such a nice job, again, following his blockers, getting outside, making that first down. And I
haven't given credit to number 86, who's been in the backfield a lot as sort of the fullback.
Owen
McCarron has been there doing some of the dirty work.
And I'm surprised Needham's not calling any timeouts here, but the clock is running, 100 seconds left.
Minute 39 to go. Needham does not take a timeout. They're going to try to get him here. Here's the handoff to Harding, and Harding gets to the second level, turns right, and gets down inside the 10-yard line. Stays in bounds. What a run by number 3.
And as Keith Jackson used to say, he's only a sophomore. He's got an incredibly bright future. Timeout Needham. We'll be back in a moment.
We got a timeout with a minute 21 to go, so we'll take a quick break right now. So it's going to be first and goal from the Panthers from the 9-yard line. A minute 21 to go. Kylie to Harding. Big pile up. No gain. Timeout Holliston with a minute 12, so we'll take a quick break.
I'll play it down.
Okay, 1:11 on the clock, left in the game. 21-14 Panthers. Panthers on the 9-yard line. Second down and goal. Still huddled up.
You know, you got to be a little bit careful here because they can keep calling timeouts. If you don't score here, they're going to have an opportunity with some time left on that clock. So you got to make sure you score. Now, the thing I'm going to be interested to see is if Holliston doesn't score here. This is second down, right?
This is second down.
Second down. So if they don't score on one of these next two plays, I wonder if they'll bring Nick Cotting out to kick a field goal.
Make it a 2-score game.
Yeah, 2-possession game. That's right. But right now, that's the last thing they're thinking about. They're thinking about pushing that ball in and scoring a touchdown.
Kiley fakes it to Harding, rolls to his left. Tries to cut it up inside, loses a couple of yards, but keeps the clock running. So Kiley stayed in bounds, lost 4 yards.
And I can't believe
it's still
it.
Third and goal, but the clock is rolling. 45 seconds left in the game. Nobody calling a timeout.
No, I can't believe Needham used all 5 timeouts, did they?
Apparently they have. Holliston just needs to...
They do a victory
formation
now.
10 seconds. Nick Larsh is under center.
Yep,
and
that's
Nick
what
Larsh
they're going to do.
takes a knee, and that's going to be victory for the Panthers, 21-14 over the Needham Rockets. What a win for Holliston.
Nice win by Holliston. Nice job by that defense. They continue to play exceptionally well. And, now you're on a 3-game winning streak. Coming up next week, I'm guessing will be at home. And then, of course, the game against Westwood on Thanksgiving. I want to thank Bruce Guilfoyle out here doing his magic with his computer. And, of course, the lovely Lisa up top here with a big camera. And Tom did a nice job tonight. You broke a personal record, your personal best.
I wanted to talk a little bit about this game, Jay, because the teams went into the locker room 14-7 Needham.
Yep.
And Holliston didn't look like everything was going right for the Panthers, but they came out of the locker room and put together, Ken Dunn texted me, a 19-play, 82-yard drive to tie up this ball game. And then when they got the fumble on the kickoff return, went back-to-back with Devin Harding for the touchdown. So Devin Harding with 95 yards rushing and 53 yards receiving to go with his 2 touchdowns.
And, of course, the time of possession in the second half for Holliston was just absolutely huge. I mean, they controlled the ball the whole third quarter and quite a bit of time in the fourth.
So Holliston improves to 4-5 on the year. T.J. Kiley must have had over 200 yards passing. Brady Sweeney had 128 yards receiving, along with his touchdown here. And this Panther team is fired up at the big win tonight here at Memorial Park in Needham. Well, thanks Jay, thanks Lisa, thanks Bruce. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.
Good night.